right, that's enough with the music. Marshal, turn it down. There we go. It is Friday, September 23rd, 2022, and from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I'm Marshal Manlove from Delaware Sports and my sports reports with some acknowledgments of achievements on the high school fields and courts from the past couple days or so. We have somebody who should find themselves on the NFHS record book based on her accomplishment from a game she played in yesterday. We'll talk about that. It's up on the screen there. But before I get into that, I just want to make sure that my friends know that it's Wing Day today. It's Friday, and in a little while, you're going to find me at Dutch Country Farmers Market chomping down on some wings in the parking lot. This, of course, is after I work out and burn off like 200 calories. I will then immediately replace them with 2,000 because that's how it works in my life these days. And Dutch Country Farmers Market does not sponsor the show. I just love it there. That's it. I go to Stoltzfus Barbecue and order Cajun wings and eat them in the parking lot alone. Yeah, that's what I do on Fridays when I'm in town. Anyway, it's great there, though, I'm telling you. Might even get some donuts today. That's a possibility. Anyway. All right. Way to start a local sports show. Delmar's Macy Bradford scored 7 goals for the Wildcats as they continue to dominate the field hockey world in this region. Jordan Holloman scored twice and had 3 assists in a 12-0 win over Milford. The Wildcats improved to 6-0, and I believe they're now averaging 10 goals a game, or 9.5 or something like that. And it's a significant accomplishment. There's a picture of Macy in the Wildcats warm-up graphic that they, pregame graphic that they made for their game against Buccaneers yesterday. And here's why it's statistically significant, because in NFHS recorded and reported history, this would be the 4th highest goal total in one game. You see some of them there. Now, last year, if you are somebody who has watched the show, you will note that and remember perhaps that Middletown Odessa Townsend Charters Echelle Malazarte scored 7 goals in a game. We interviewed her about that. Now, there's a process to get yourself onto this list. It just doesn't show up in the box score and somebody at NFHS says, oh, I've just read the Delmar and MOT Charter box scores and this person scored 7 goals, so let me add it to the database. It doesn't work like that. You have to fill out a form, and a couple people from the school actually have to complete the form. So even though, let's say I was there and saw it, I couldn't do it because I'm not a member of the school. So it doesn't look like MOT Charter did this. I sent a message to Jody Holloman, the head coach at Delmar, if she doesn't already know that this is an achievement, somebody hasn't told her. She should now, as long as she reads email. We met the Wildcats after their state championship last year, with Macy being one of them. And Archmere's Bella Dell'Osso continues to rack up goals for the Auks field hockey team. She scored 3 against Conrad in an 11-0 win. Sarah Doms had a goal and 3 assists. Kathleen Schaller scored twice for Archmere, and the Auks are now 5-0. So 5 or 6 teams in Division 2 are undefeated yet, and 2 in Division 1. That would be Cape and Smyrna in Division 1. Isabella Brown had a hat trick for Caravel. The Buccaneers rolled to a 7-1 win against Wilmington Christian. That's field hockey, of course, and Caravel improves to 3-1-1. Appoquinimink beats Mount Pleasant 9-1. Avery Jones had 3 goals and 2 assists for the Jaguars, who pick up their first win of the season. And the aforementioned Eagles of Smyrna stay unbeaten at 4-0 as Bree and Drew Moffitt each scored twice. The Eagles down Dover 8-0. There's a picture of Bree Moffitt. Over to boys soccer, where Thompson Burke scored all 4 of Milford's goals in a 4-4 tie with Sussex Academy. Omar Simpson scored 4 goals, and Yahir Romero Duarte had 4 assists for the Christiana Vikings in a wild shootout, 9-5 win over Odyssey Charter. That almost makes soccer exciting. Not a big soccer fan because you get a lot of 1-0 games and all. But a 9-5 win, that might have been fun to watch. Yeah. The problem I have with soccer is the offsides rule. That's it. I'm not going to go into detail about why I don't like the offsides rule and what it is, but I just don't like it as it is. Suffice it to say, if the offsides rule in soccer was the same as ice hockey, it'd be much better. Lots of goal scoring down at Delmar. This time on the soccer pitch, where the Wildcats scored 12 goals. It was rolled all over Hollygrove Christian, and Darwin Lopez Potts scored 4 goals for Delmar in this win. Dilbor Marquez Saenz scored 3 of his own for the Wildcats. Matt Capretto scored 3 times and picked up an assist. The Force of Wilmington Charter beat Archmere 7-0. They're now 3-0, and they handed Archmere their first loss of the season. Volleyball, in a game I was at yesterday, St. Mark's rolled over Red Lion 3-0. Julia Jurkovic had 16 kills for the Spartans in their win. Eliza Schneider had 13 kills for the Lions. Maddie Way had 34 assists for St. Mark's. Red Lions now 3-1 on the year. The Spartans improved to 5-0. All of the matches yesterday were 3-0 scores, including Cesar Rodney's win over Milford, Smyrna over Cape. Smyrna remains undefeated. Tatnall 3-0 over Friends. It was Hollygrove Christian over Seaford. Delmarva Christian over Delmar. Tri-State Christian over Delaware Valley Classical, Tower Hill over St. Andrews, Sussex Central over Sussex Tech, MOT Charter over First State Military, Laurel Falls to Lake Forest, Dover beats Polytech, and Newark Charter 3-0 winner over St. Elizabeth's. And a Red Lions 3-1 win over Conrad on Tuesday. Eliza Schneider, who we saw pick up 13 kills against St. Mark's yesterday, had 32 against the Red Wolves, and Kira Anthos had 40 assists for the Lions. So big days over there for those 2 athletes. And if you would like a funny, fascinating, and memorable experience for a party or an event that you are having, please consider my stage hypnosis show. Find out all about that at marshallmanlove.com. And special thanks go out to Jazzercise in Middletown, where one of the proprietors there runs a very active Facebook group page for parents of high school athletes, and they are kind enough to post up links to this video. And also, just one more note here before I move on. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Delaware, Maryland, or Pennsylvania, and you would like to have me, Marshal Manlove, at your back or by your side in a transaction, buy or sell, I can help you out. I'm actually good at it, too. I don't take on many clients because I'm a entertainer as well, so it makes it a little challenging. But when I do, I'm good at what I do, and find out all about that at marshallmanlove.foxroach.com. We do other segments here on this show on my Sports Reports channel, and they are about statistical milestones from athletes all around the country. And for example, Macy Bradford's 7-goal game will make it in there, and also a separate segment about signings of national letters of intent, which of course includes Delaware people as well. If you would like to submit any of those types of news items, reach out to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. Also, I do an interview segment where I dedicate about a half hour or so of time to people who want to talk to me about their seasons It'd be athletes, coaches. Yeah, just athletes and coaches, right? And if you would like to recommend somebody for an interview, reach out to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. That'll be all around the country, by the way, lining up a couple. It's hard to line them up in the middle of the season. Somebody reached out to me about a local team, but the coach is very superstitious. I knew that wasn't going to happen, so we'll make that happen at the end of the year. But for all those items of interest, just reach out to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com, including if you would like to join me and have some fun talking about local sports, you are welcome to. But you have to reach out to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. I will not reach out to you. I can't reach out to you. I don't know if you're interested or not. So how could I reach out to you, right? Kind of makes sense. Special thanks go to my friends Joey V, Tommy K, my wonderful wife, Donnie M, Ann W, Melissa F, Kristen M, regular viewers of this particular broadcast. And if you would like to help support local athletes in another way, just please like, share, recommend these videos on any of the platforms on which you see them. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the second time we hear this song can only mean that the show is coming to a close and that it is time to head to Planet Fitness in Wilmington. Not Wilmington. Why would I go to Wilmington? I live in Middletown. I'm going to Middletown because right next door is the Dutch Country Farmers Market and it's Wing Day. Yeah, Wing Day. Adios. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Sunday, I think. Yeah. Or in the parking lot at Dutch Country Farmers Market around noon. Don't knock on my window, though, because I will be face first in a plate of wings.